Happy New Year, everybody! I am Arglefumf, and this is the schedule for my book review channel for January 2023. I'm gonna start this year by finishing the River Heights series. So that was a Nancy Drew spin-off series which lasted for about 3 years. It's all about romance, which is strange. You'd think it would be a mystery series, and you'd think it would have Nancy Drew in it, but you'd be wrong. It's a romance series starring a bunch of brand new characters. It doesn't really count as a Nancy Drew spin-off series because it has nothing to do with Nancy Drew. Now, if Nancy's friend Bess had been the main character of the series, I think it could have worked because Bess would be perfect for a romance-themed spin-off series. But nope, the series doesn't have Bess or George or Nancy or any of the Nancy Drew characters. Like I said, it's not really a Nancy Drew series, and maybe that's why the series did not last very long. On the 7th, I will post reviews for Babysitters Club number 97 and Mystery 25. So Mystery 25 has two different storylines. The main storyline is vandalism at the middle school, and that was kind of bad. The author purposely keeps the solution a secret from readers. The big vital clue, I don't want to spoil the ending, but let's just say the big vital clue is kept a secret until the very end, so readers cannot solve the mystery on their own. I thought that was bad. In contrast, readers can solve the other mystery on their own, where the Babysitters Club have a mystery competition with Carrie Retland, their hated rival, and it's super interesting, and you can solve all the various puzzles on your own. It's great! I like that! I just didn't like the main story. I also did not like the story in World's Cutest Baby, because the story is Claudia's a jerk to her family members, and this girl at school. That happens in multiple Babysitters Club books. It happens in Abby the Bad Sport, Stacy's Worst Mistake, Stacy versus the BSC. There's multiple books where the main character is a huge jerk to everyone. I don't like books like that. Normally the babysitters are nice people, they're good friends, but in some books they're just really, really mean. And this is one of them. This is one of those books. So on the 10th, I'll be reviewing the next two Rainbow Magic Fairy books. Not much to say about those. And then Kim Possible, Pick a Villain. I will be reviewing this series, which is a Kim Possible Choose Your Own Adventure series. You get to pick which bad guy Kim fights and what she does while fighting the bad guys. So the first book has Draken, Shigo, Duff Killigan, and Dia and Amy. I'm not sure those are her four greatest enemies, but it's okay. I'll accept that lineup. We have Babysitters Club 98, Dawn and Too Many Sitters, where her brother and Mallory's brothers want to join the Babysitters Club, and then problems ensue. It's weird that Dawn got a book, because she was already out of the series at this point, but she came back to narrate this book. That was weird. And then Super Special number 13, they all go to Hawaii, and I seem to recall not liking this Super Special. With a lot of the Super Specials, I've complained that the stories are too separate. So, like, Marianne has a storyline with Logan. She and her boyfriend break up. But it's something like Chapter 2 and Chapter 28. So those are the only two chapters of the storyline. That doesn't work. That completely ruins the storyline for me, because it's missing for 90% of the book. And then the other storylines weren't so good either. Like, let's see. Dawn repeats a storyline from a previous one. I forget the other storylines. On the 19th, we have the next two Rainbow Magic Fairy books. More Jewel Fairies. Hooray. And then on the 22nd, we have the last two Pick a Villain books. And you could tell, by the time they reached the end of the series, they were really scraping the bottom of the barrel for villains. So we get a bunch of villains who only appeared once, like Aviarius and White Stripe and Falsetto Jones and Frugal Lucre, who actually appeared a lot in Season 3, but this book was written before Season 3, so he was just a one-time villain when the book was written. And that's the end of the series, so there were only 4 books. On the 25th, I'll read more Babysitters Club books. I am probably going to review the newest Babysitters Club graphic novel, Marianne's Bad Luck Mystery. Just picked it up from the library today. I plan to read and review it as soon as possible. So most likely these reviews won't show up. Most likely I'll have the graphic novel instead. The new graphic novel. It just came out. I want to read it right away, huh? But in case I don't, you'll get these two stories. A not very good mystery, and then a pretty good book where Stacy breaks up with her longtime boyfriend, Robert. I don't like how she gets a backup boyfriend just in case Robert dumps her. That's sort of the storyline. I didn't like that angle, but the rest of the book was pretty good. And then I have a bunch of commissions, which I have not read yet. So, Cirque du Freak number 8. The next Sammy Keys book. The next Hannah Swensen book. And Little House in the Big Woods. So those will all go up on the 28th and the 31st. I still have to read them, so that's why they're not here on my schedule yet. And here are the books I read in December last month. I didn't read a lot of books in December. I read Garfield, The Truth About Cats, which is a half-length Garfield book, but it's really funny, so I did enjoy it because it's extra funny. I also liked Garfield Gets a Life, which is based on one of the Garfield TV specials, and I thought that was really good. It makes me want to watch the special. I also read Cirque du Freak number 9 because I wanted to finish the trilogy. I wanted to read the entire trilogy at once. I didn't want to, wait an extra month before I got the conclusion to the trilogy. I read Little Mermaid number 1, Green-Eyed Pearl. So there's a mermaid named Pearl who blackmails Ariel, and she makes a bunch of bad decisions. Like, she sneaks out to Las Vegas. It's not called Las Vegas. It's called Electric City. But it's Las Vegas. It's Las Vegas. And she gets Ariel in trouble and lies about it. So, in the end, Ariel saves Pearl's life, and things go back to normal for Ariel. I also read Garfield's Judgment Day, which was a surprisingly dark and serious book for the Garfield series. It was interesting. It had some good ideas, but I wouldn't fully recommend it. It is kind of weird and strange and dark and scary. I could totally understand why they decided not to make a TV special based on this book. And then the last two books I read were Wimpy Kid books. I read the first Diary of a Wimpy Kid book, which is fantastic, and then the first Diary of an Awesome Friendly Kid book, which is not wonderful and fantastic, actually. That is not... It's, here, let me put a little dash here in the title of my book review. There we go. Now it's perfect. Yeah, it's not very good. It's mostly Greg being a huge bully to Raleigh. But I did enjoy the second book in the Awesome Friendly Kids series, so I'll do a review for that probably this month. Yeah, hopefully I'll do more book reviews this month. Maybe that can be my New Year's resolution, to read more than 5 books in January. That seems like an attainable goal. And that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for all the views. Please like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed to this channel. And have a wonderful 2023.